If you are shopping for a used Audi A4 or a Q5 right now, this video could save you thousands of dollars and months of regret. Because buried inside these two lineups are certain model years that have generated more owner complaints, more class action lawsuits, and more catastrophic engine failures than anything else wearing four rings. The worst of them? The 2011 A4. Owners were replacing engines at just 65,000 miles, with bills landing at $6,000 or more. And the scariest part is that car still looks great on a dealer lot. It still drives fine on a test drive. It still shows up in listings for under $20,000 right now. But before we get into the years to avoid, I want to make sure you know the years that are absolutely worth buying, because there is a version of both of these cars that is genuinely outstanding value, and we will cover that by the end of this video. The A4 years that will cost you everything. Let us start with the model that caused the most damage and the most heartbreak across the Audi ownership community. The B8 generation A4 ran from 2009 through 2016 in North America. The first half of that generation, specifically 2009, 2010, 2011, and 2012, carried a factory defect that Audi would eventually be forced to acknowledge through not one, but two separate class action lawsuits. The problem was in the piston rings of the 2.0 TFSI engine. The EA888 first generation unit had piston rings that did not seat correctly from the factory. Oil was slipping past those rings into the combustion chamber and burning off. Owners were adding a quart of oil every 500 to 1,000 miles, with no external leaks, no warning lights in the early stages, and no obvious smokes until the problem was already severe. By the time the engine began misfiring or the exhaust started producing visible smoke at traffic lights, the cylinder walls in many cases were already scored. Repair meant new pistons, new rings, and in the worst cases, a full engine replacement. I had a customer at the shop, a 2011 A4 Quattro owner with 65,800 miles on the clock. He had maintained that car by the book, full synthetic at every interval, genuine Audi filters, dealer stamped service history. He came in because his oil light had been triggering between changes, and he assumed it was a minor steel issue. It was not. The engine was consuming oil at a rate that had already caused scoring damage to cylinder 2 and cylinder 3. His bill for engine replacement came to $6,200. He had no idea this was a known defect with a settled class action behind it. If you are buying a 2009 through 2012 A4 with the 2.0 TFSI engine, demand a dealer oil consumption test before you sign anything. An authorized Audi dealer can perform this over a measured interval, and the result will tell you whether the engine is within specification. If a seller refuses or cannot accommodate this test, walk away completely. In terms of cost, the piston and ring repair at a dealership runs from approximately $3,500 to $6,200, depending on the extent of the damage. An independent Euro specialist will come in between $2,200 and $4,000. There is no DIY path here. This is a deep engine teardown requiring specialized tooling. The warning is this: Audi reached a first class action settlement in September of 2014 covering 2009 through 2011 models, and a second settlement that received final court approval in May of 2024 covering 2012 through 2014 models. These settlements offered warranty extensions and reimbursement to eligible owners. If you're buying one of these cars used today, those settlement windows have closed. The cost is yours alone. Check your VIN on the classactions.org database regardless. The A4's other eras. You need to understand the B8 generation gets most of the attention, but two other eras carry problems that buyers consistently overlook. The B6 generation ran in the United States from 2003 through 2005. It suffered from oil sludging in the 1.8T engine. If the previous owner extended intervals beyond 5,000 miles, used conventional oil, or ignored the service indicator. This engine had a documented tendency to develop thick sludge deposits in the oil passages and upper engine valley. Those deposits restricted oil flow to the camshaft, leading to accelerated cam lobe wear and eventual valve train failure. A customer brought me a 2004 A4 with 81,000 miles. Bought privately, stretched oil intervals, conventional oil throughout. 2 intake cam lobes were visibly scored, full upper engine flush, oil gallery cleaning, and cam inspection. Parts and labor came to $2,100. Had the sludge gone further, we would have been replacing the camshaft on top of that. The 2003 model year B6 also carried a specific fuel pump recall, NHTSA, campaign ID 06VO17000, covered 2003 A4s with the 1.8 turbo and 3.0 engines, built between September of 2002 and March of 2003. A fault in the electrical motor components of the fuel pump could cause sudden engine stall without warning. Dealers replace the pump free of charge. Verify through Audi's recall database that this work has been completed on any 2003 B6 before you purchase. Moving to the B7 generation, which ran from 2005 through 2008, there are 2 problems worth knowing. The first is the HID headlight assemblies on the 25, 26, and 27 models. Water entered the ballast housing through inadequate sealing, causing the ballast to fail and resulting in flickering, dimming, or complete loss of adaptive headlight function. A single xenon ballast replacement runs $300 to $550 at an independent shop. Full assembly replacement runs $1,200 to $1,800 per side. Always test both headlights in a dim garage before committing to any B7. The second B7 problem is specific to the 2.0 TFSI engine. The EA113 2.0T uses a cam-driven high-pressure fuel pump that rides on a dedicated intake cam lobe through a small roller follower. If oil changes are extended or the wrong oil viscosity is used, that follower wears rapidly and takes the cam lobe with it. A customer brought me a 27 A4 with 73,000 miles. Faint ticking from the top of the engine, a slightly rough idle. The follower was nearly destroyed and the lobe beneath it was scored. Repair came to $2,600. If caught early, a new follower is $30 to $40 in parts and under an hour of labor. Left alone, it becomes a multi-$1,000 cam replacement. Check the follower on any B7 2.0T at every oil change. The 2017 A4 launched the 5th generation B9 platform and is mechanically excellent, but it had a rough debut year with multiple safety recalls for airbag non-deployment and loose airbag mounting hardware. All were corrected free of charge by dealers. Confirm through Audi's recall lookup that all airbag work is completed on any 2017 before purchase. The A4 years that are actually worth buying. Here is where the story gets much better, because the A4 has genuinely outstanding model years that represent real value on the used market. The 2012 A4 marked the mid-cycle refresh of the B8 generation, and it was the year Audi meaningfully addressed the oil consumption issue through revised piston ring specifications in the 2nd generation EA888 engine. While not every 2012 escaped the problem entirely, the complaint volume dropped significantly compared to 2009 through 2011. The 2012 install also introduced electric assist power steering, replacing the hydraulic system, and improved both feel and long-term maintenance. The FIXD reliability platform rates the 2012 A4 with an above-average owner reliability score. This is the earliest B8 year I would recommend without serious hesitation. The 2015 and 2016 models are the final years of the B8 and represent some of the most sorted versions of that generation. By 2015, complaints were at their lowest point in the generation, and the car had received an updated MMI infotainment system and revised interior materials. The 2016 has only 3 NHTSA recalls and is considered by multiple reliability analysts to be one of the cleanest used A4s in the under $30,000 market right now. The undisputed sweet spot is the B9 generation from 2018 through 2022. The 2018 A4 logged 0 recalls, 0 investigations, and 0 consumer complaints in its first year of data collection. That is exceptionally rare for any luxury car in its debut model year. J.D. Power gave the 2018 an overall quality and reliability average of 85 out of 100. Consumer Reports consistently rates the 2020 and 2021 as top reliability performers in the compact luxury segment. A 2019 or 2020 with under 60,000 miles is the answer for the most trouble-free used A4 available right now. Expect to pay between $22,000 and $28,000 at a reputable used dealer. The Q5 years, that generated 2 lawsuits and thousands of complaints. The Q5 is Audi's best-selling vehicle worldwide, and that sales volume means the problem years have affected more owners than any other model in the lineup. Let us be precise about which years those are and exactly what went wrong. The first generation Q5 ran from 2009 through 2017. The years 2011, 12, 13, and 14 represent the concentrated core of the reliability problems, with 2011 and 2012 being the most severe. The 2011 Q5 logged 191 NHTSA complaints and 895 technical service bulletins. The 2012 escalated to 206 complaints and 985 technical service bulletins, making it one of the highest TSB volumes ever recorded for any Q5 model year. The primary failure modes were the same oil consumption defect from the 2.0 TFSI piston ring design, combined with a secondary problem specific to the first generation Q5 platform timing chain tensioner failure. The 2.0 T engine in the 2011 and 12 Q5 used a hydraulic timing chain tensioner that was undersized for the thermal cycling demands of turbocharged operation. Under repeated heat cycles, the tensioner would lose its ability to maintain consistent chain tension. The first symptom owners typically reported was a dry rattling noise on cold startup that disappeared within 30 to 60 seconds of the engine warming up. That disappearing rattle is not reassurance. That is the tensioner finding enough oil pressure to temporarily function. Left unaddressed, the chain would develop slack, jump a tooth on the cam sprocket, and cause catastrophic valve timing failure. Full engine damage in this scenario cost between $4,000 and $8,000. Timing chain tensioner replacement alone, caught before failure, runs from $1,300 to $1,800 at an independent specialist. A customer of mine, a 2012 Q5 owner, came to me after his dealer visit with 83,000 miles on the car. He had heard the cold startup rattle for about 3 months, assumed it was normal. It was not. By the time we got the engine apart, 2 of the 4 timing chain guide rails had cracked. The repair bill came to $4,100. Had he come in when the rattle first started, it would have been $1,400. The 2014 Q5 was rated by Car Complaints as the single worst model year in the entire Q5 lineup. Excessive oil consumption was again the dominant complaint, with repair costs for piston and ring replacement averaging over $3,000. A second-class action covering 2012 through 2014 models received final court approval in May of 2024. The 2014 also had a Consumer Reports reliability rating of just 46 out of 100. Any Q5 from 2011 through 2014 with the 2.0 T engine requires a pre-purchase inspection from an independent specialist, a cold start video to check for the timing, chain rattle, and a confirmed oil consumption test before purchase. Budget a minimum of $150 to $200 for the inspection. It is the cheapest insurance you will ever buy on a used car. The Q5 years that got it right. Alright, now let us talk about the Q5 years that represent genuinely smart buying decisions. The 2013 Q5 is the anomaly inside the worst era of this model. Consumer Reports gave it a reliability score of 62 out of 100, and J.D. Power rated it 80 out of 100 in quality and dependability. Car Complaints awarded it a pretty good seal of approval, which is meaningful context given what surrounded it. It still carries the class action settlement history, so a pre-purchase oil consumption test remains essential. But if you're committed to finding a first generation Q5, 2013 is the year to prioritize. The 2016 and 2017 models represent the end of the first generation and its most refined versions. Complaints had dropped significantly. Consumer Reports upgraded the 2017 to an excellent reliability rating, and TSB volume was down to 473, compared to the nearly 1,000 seen in the worst years. The second generation Q5 launched for 2018 on a completely redesigned platform. Audi addressed the oil consumption issue at the engineering level, and standard safety technology, including Audi Presense and Adaptive Cruise, was brought across the trim range. The 2019 Q5 is the sweet spot of the second generation. Consumer Reports gave it a reliability score of 65 out of 100, the highest of any Q5 model year in the history of the platform. If you are in the market for a used Q5 and your budget allows, a 2019 with under 70,000 miles is the target. Expect to pay between $28,000 and $36,000 at a reputable used dealer. A note on the new 2026 Q5, which Audi launched in North America for the 2026 model year. It is a completely redesigned third generation, built on the premium platform combustion architecture shared with the new A5. It comes with an 11.9-inch digital instrument cluster paired with a 14.5-inch center touchscreen and mild hybrid technology standard across the range. It is too early for meaningful reliability data. My professional advice is to let the first model year settle before committing to it. 2023 and 2024 second generation cars are the safest buys until that data matures. Marcus's final verdict: the years that matter. 22 years in this business has taught me one thing about buying used Audi. The sticker price on the lot is almost never the number that matters. The number that matters is what you pay in the first 2 years of ownership after the sale. For the A4, avoid 2009 through 2012 B8 models without a completed oil consumption test. Avoid the 2003 through 2005 B6 if service records show extended intervals or non-synthetic oil. Verify all airbag recall completion on any 2017. Buy the 2012 B8 if the oil consumption test passes. Buy 2015 or 2016 for the best value in the late B8 era. And if your budget stretches, buy the 2018 through 2021 B9 and drive it with confidence. For the Q5, avoid 2011, 2012, and 2014 without exception unless you have a clean pre-purchase inspection and a passing oil consumption test. The 2013 is acceptable with those same precautions. The 2016 and 2017 first generation cars are solid, and the 2019 second generation Q5 is the best used Q5 you can buy right now. Full stop. Both of these vehicles on the right model year are exceptional cars. The A4 competes directly with the BMW 3 Series and the Mercedes C-Class and holds its own on driver engagement and interior quality. The Q5 remains one of the most balanced luxury SUVs on the market, and the Quattro all-wheel drive system across both platforms gives you a driving confidence that very few competitors can match at the same price point. Know the years, do the pre-purchase inspection, and do not let a good-looking car on a bright dealer lot blind you to a repair bill that is already sitting in the engine waiting for you. That is what I am here for, and that is how you make the right call.